in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the...
He's loose on the
What the fuck?
at the 20. Touchdown, Illinois! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Penn State's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up a play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He lost one down the sideline. And hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge. Turning on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Using the quick game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Illinois lining up quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Wants to go up top. The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Wants to go up top. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll try the run. There he goes. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
90, 99, 90.
Shot at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Oh, he dropped it.
The ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now.
What the fuck?
Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown to line. The defense putting points on the board.
First off, why the hell was that so high? Yeah, tell me about it. Wow.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this
terrible
defense
throw.
has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big.
Give me that, though. Come here, fat boy. Oh, no, you don't.
Take it back for 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that
No.
singular instance. I'll say this.
No, it's not.
You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He fires to the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. He's brought
That's the first time I've ran that way. Yeah, that's not the same one that he uses. It's a different one. But it's got the same route.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, finding yr9. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Wade. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Bringing it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you
Jesus Christ.
hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's the pressure.
There we go.
And the defense will
We needed
corral
that.
the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've played 3 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Got lucky. Shit.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half.
Line finally decided to get some pressure.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create...
Lots of run. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Oh my God!
This guy's showing us
Oh
everything
my
he's got
God!
in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep.
Thank you.
Thank you. For a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or
finally have momentum where we can start catching the
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Handoff from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it.
Replace the blitz.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it begins.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
You had a pick.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows.
Granted, I'm still
he can
not
run
in the
slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes. In his
oh my God!
He's got it.
And again.
Defenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Use the play fake, down a throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
Oh, come on, bro.
Example there of it.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now...
Oh, come on, get that.
Oh,
shit!
A fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but
not
man,
me
he
actually
probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the foot.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the
I don't want to go there. I want to go there.
At least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man
Look
to the
at
left.
that. First half, he would have dropped it.
But there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Oh, you bad boy.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown!
My man fought for that one. Way to go, bro.
For 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917.
Harry Robb.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he gets there.
Your
and they
ass.
get him down at the 14-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
Catch
in the middle, it's Johnson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
He's like, ow, ow.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Yeah.
Make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get it to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating.
I thought I waited long enough.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the.
You are one of the worst DBs to try and pick the ball off. Holy
Looks as if we have an
crap.
Injury on that last play, and we'll take a break
Ball,
to check
bro.
him out.
That is the second one that has smacked you in the face. Like, bam. Boing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown!
Bro!
Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got his man on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Already wanting to burn your timeouts.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 30. Might be calling a hot route. They'll keep it on the ground.
Ran right into it.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Punch it out of the air. At the 45 on his way.
Mess up your angle,
He's
boy.
getting ahead of steam. And the catch and run into the end zone.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Illinois lining up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score.
Thank you. Saw that one coming.
And it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Breaks into the open.
Whoa. Fast as hell.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Oh, that's hope.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm.
They put
they haven't
27
got it
points
going
up.
and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Snap to the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up.
Wrap.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by.
Oregon. No surprise. With the cheese. How dumb that is.